Welcome, everybody, to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes, and based on this matchup today, we could be in for another one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. You'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for this offense. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And here comes a deep shot. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? We go with a direct snap. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback still with the football. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
The RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Hits into space at the 50. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Now they line up to kick the extra point.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Boy, nice job by this defense being able to diagnose the counter play. You know, when you run that counter, you're hoping the illusion of the offense going one way and then coming back the other. The defense buys into it. But they didn't buy it at all here, and they come up with a nice loss.
They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. The pocket breaking down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Handoff in a single back formation. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Quarterback keeps the football. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. Pass caught. Can he get in? The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Fourth down RPO. He throws it to the right. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. The Terrapins will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And in first down, they go right back to him. Tackle made after a big gain. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Ball is free in the backfield. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. And the Terrapins come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
The Terrapins move into the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Got a lane. Can he get in? Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They'll try to run it with the option. And the quarterback can't even get the pitch off. That play goes nowhere.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And it's good right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. Yard line. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He's going for a big play downfield. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Off the play fake on first down. Looking to throw it deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Going after, not right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Now here comes the flea flicker. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. And the Yellow Jackets begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they heave it deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. The Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Finding space at the 20. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him with a first down.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point makes the lead 11. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. The back's got it. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
So it's incomplete pass caught, but they rule him out of bounds.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Terrapins. It was a foot race, and he won it.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to root this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game.
He'll take a deep shot here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Looking to scramble now. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a fourth down decision coming up. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it go quickly. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Offense is back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on first down. On the run here. Lets it go. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, the coaches told us all week, don't be shocked if we use the fullback in the passing game. I thought they were kidding us. But here it is for a first down.
And the Terrapins are in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. It's exactly what he did there.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. So they won't take a shot at the end zone. Out comes the field goal team trying to get 3 before the end of the half. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settled in for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And the coverage team brings him down as the clock runs out in the first half of play. Minnesot's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Terrapins will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Looking to pass here. Tough spot here, second and long from the 16. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to run the hurry-up.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And he pulls in the catch. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And it's picked off over there. What a play. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snubs out the scoring for a big play.
The quarterback here puts too much air under the football, and the defensive back is able to go up and make a nice play on the interception.
Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Now it's second down here. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pitches to the back. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
He's looking deep here. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, we're going to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Got him. He's sacked.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
That's a strong stiff arm. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The Yellow Jackets line up on 1st and 10 now.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the default.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to keep this drive moving. And in first down, right back to the running game. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll run it here. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This offense is still clicking.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. And the Terrapins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. It's an option look. He'll toss it to the back. He'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. You're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. The defense with more pre-snap movement. In the clear at the 25. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Man, with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
First and goal, down 8. They've got a score and at a two-point conversion to tie it. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. He's finally tackled out the 2-yard line. The Terrapins hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, one-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
He'll get into the end zone. The two-point conversion ties this game up in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that previous play. Give it to the back again. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up a 3rd and 4. Running back with the football. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
I love it. 3rd down, the way this back is running, just keep feeding him the football, and he's going to come through for you. And he does here at a critical moment in his football game in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage to get a 1st down. Get some space around the 30. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on 4th down. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth and pick up a 1st down. Give a lot of credit to the big boys up front for making that happen. You talk about a confidence booster going forward.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So now on comes the field goal unit. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And this to almost certainly win the football game. This one is right through. And with that, they retake the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And just a short gain here, and that will do it for this ballgame. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions.